I'm actually not here. I'm a figment of your imagination. I've just kicked off the 2030 communications section over in the Grand Ballroom 3, so which is where I head next. So, a little bit about ZigBee. Some of you probably know all this. I always like to start a little bit with grounding. I get asked sometimes by the press and analyst community, what are the products? ZigBee's not a product organization. ZigBee is an industry alliance. We were organized in 2002, really with the express purpose of developing wireless sensor networking standards. None existed at that time, and it was really a crying need that was in desperate need of a solution. And as we're discovering today, it's now a solution that's being actively demanded and actively deployed, which is a lot of fun. But as such, we were established as a global nonprofit organization, and as a global nonprofit, one of the hallmarks is anyone can join and participate, which leads to some very interesting phone calls and member meetings. We currently have over 360 companies worldwide who are members and contributing to the work of the Alliance. And it is a truly global organization, as my derriere testifies. I just came in from China a couple days ago, and we'll be heading out to Europe in the not-too-distant future. And we've got about 40% in the Americas, which is mostly north, 30% in Europe, and then the balance in the Asian region. So, now in addition to the standards piece, one of the things that we felt was very essential and very important, we expect people to use this stuff. So OEMs that are building products need a way of testing and certifying that their implementations were done correctly and to the intent of the standard. So in a lot of places that sort of happens in a random sort of way. We didn't want randomness, so we actually worked to set up a product certification and compliance program. And with that, we engaged a very select group of test houses to really participate in that. And so we currently have 3 authorized test houses that are all about the job of certifying ZigBee products, one of which we have in the room here. And yes, Michael Bailey Smith, end users expect. And lastly, of course, what goes with a certification program is branding. You have to have some way to identify that something has passed and what it means. So this sort of gets you into a whole other territory you don't expect to be in a standards organization, but one which is essential overall in developing the market in a rational and acceptable way. Wireless sensor networks, the appeal really was in a very large variety of markets. You start to think about the opportunity of being able to ubiquitously deploy sensors and controllers. John Adams, who you'll hear if you stick around later this afternoon, John Adams and I wrote an article for the IEEE Spectrum magazine back in 2003, and that was the first time we used the phrase Internet of Things, which I'm kind of pleased to see is now surfacing as a good way of describing these things. And it is a very descriptive way. We're heading into an era that we can expect to see sensors and controllers in pretty much all the things around us. And that's, to get this stuff cheap enough, it will be in everything. And we're going to be living inside of sort of a pervasive computer, all these little microcontrollers that can be able to talk to each other, share information. We're going to be able to do useful things with that. Some of this is lifestyle, like remote controls, human interface devices. Some of it relates to lifestyle and building systems, convenience, but a lot of it can relate to security issues and a large variety of other pieces which are very important to our health and our well-being, like ZigBee healthcare. And then, of course, we're getting into the opportunity that comes out of all of that, which is in the energy management and efficiency arena. And I'll go into a lot more detail on that. But you can see, very broadly, what was motivating the sensor markets. There have been a number in the last 18 to 24 months. Have been doing really quite something. And so there's been a lot of recent achievements. Momentum now is building very rapidly. Last year, Continuum Health Alliance has been indicated, adopted ZigBee as the standard for low-power LAN applications and healthcare products, and that's been moving rather extensively. In fact, that was intended for use in their Guideline 2.0 specification, which was to be released later this year, but there has been such interest in this, and that whole process has been accelerated. ZigBee has actually now been brought up into their 1.5 release, which just came out, so things are moving very aggressively on that front. ZigBee Remote Control, which you'll hear more about later today. I will give you a little bit later in this presentation. Began shipping in earnest in 2009, and for those of you who had the misfortune, the honor of being at the Consumer Electronics Show in Las Vegas, which was such a wonderful way to kick off the new year, perhaps got a chance to see some of those products shipping with the Panasonic V5 or Z5. It's the thin one. Sony's actually shipping a whole bunch of this stuff with all their consumer electronics products in Japan. ZigBee released telecom services, and I'll talk a little bit about that at the end, but that's an opportunity that the wireless carriers, particularly those in Europe and Asia, have seen a really excellent opportunity to generate service revenues based on the existence of wireless sensor networks, and they work diligently to create an application called telecom services. We are currently seeing over 40 million meters in the North American market, which are under contract with energy inside and being installed on the sides of buildings that are somewhere between 20 and 25,000 a day. And of course, through this whole process, a lot of which is happening in parallel this week, with NIST and SGIP and Department of Energy, et cetera, early on, ZigBee Smart Energy emerged as one of the consensus standards. Consequence, I think, of all of that is this rapid acceleration in member growth and just interest in just this very large suite of standards and the broad deployment. So, in the news, if you've been following that, ZigBee member companies in the energy space have received $500 million for smart meter deployments, and that's to accelerate that meter installation of those that are under contract. ZigBee and Wi-Fi have announced a partnership, really, as we broaden and expand our communications capability, really with design systems-oriented solutions. We've begun work on a very comprehensive retail services profile, covering the whole aspects and opportunities of deploying these sensor networks from point of manufacture through point of sale. This is not just a consumer-oriented experience, but also a retailer experience of being able to better manage their value chain, their inventory, and their building systems. ZigBee announced a year ago and has been aggressively working on developing an IP stack based on IETF RFCs, and that has emerged now as sort of the industry focus.